Hello from Melbourne, Australia. I am gonna get ready and I'm gonna be using some of the things that I bought. I did have a come shop with me in Melbourne, Australia. I will link that video down below. And in that video, I did buy a couple of makeup products here in Melbourne. And I thought, because we are heading out to like a nice dinner with the conference that my husband is doing. If you didn't know, I'm in Melbourne, Australia. My husband is doing a conference. So this is the end of the conference dinner and he is bringing his +1. And I thought I could get ready with a couple of the things that I bought. And I'm very excited because tomorrow is the last, they're doing a half day at the conference and then our vacation officially starts. And I'm just very, very excited. Let me go wet my sponge and we can get going because I'm excited. I'm gonna start with just a little bit of foundation. Again, I don't know if I'm gonna film one of those. I mean, as you're seeing this, I have probably already need a little mirror. I have probably already decided whether or not I'm filming a what's in my makeup, travel makeup bag. I haven't done anything like that in a hot minute. But now I'm like, maybe that could be fun. Because I did actually put some thought into what I was bringing because I'm gone for such a long time. Well, I think that this sponge ended up being a little bit too moist. And that's not what he said. I'm actually gonna do something a little bit more neutral today because that's what I bought when I was doing my makeup shopping. I bought something that was a little bit more neutral and I thought, why don't we try that today? And maybe it's for the better since I am my husband's +1 to this work dinner that I don't want to be the vocal point when he's trying to network and be a good scientist. Maybe I don't need to be there in green eyeshadow, even though I know that his co-workers don't care one bit. I mean, I don't know who I will be meeting today and I don't want the discussions to be about me. I want the discussions to be about, their science. What do you bring when you're traveling? I would love to, how do you think when you're traveling? What kind of makeup do you bring? How do you, do you think that you want, as many options as possible? Or do you try to think, oh, I'm gonna get as few things as possible with me as, that I can? How do you decide what gets to go versus not? For me, it's different. It depends on what kind of trip I'm doing. This trip, first of all, I'm gone for so long, so I wanted to have some options. I also knew that I'm doing 2 trips in one. So I'm going to Greece after this, and that's gonna be more of a friends, girls trip. And I knew that I might want to be wearing a little bit more adventurous makeup on that trip than I would want to wear on this trip. But sometimes I will literally pack almost nothing. I will just be the bare absolute minimum. And then sometimes I'm this trip, I'm just packing so many different things and I'm what if I feel like yellow? What if I feel like red? What if I feel like a rainbow? And I just end up packing so many different things. I feel like the sun is setting. It's been really dreary today. It's even been I was gonna say snowing. Okay, everybody calm down. It has not been snowing, but honestly I've been as cold as if it had been snowing. It has been raining today and it's been really dreary, and right now it's super foggy, and it's just the kind of weather that I am no longer used to. And I will say I have been very cold. Been very cold in Melbourne, and people told me, you are gonna be cold, pack some warm clothes. So I did. I packed clothes as if I was doing fall in Austin, and I'm like, babe, no, these are not the right clothes. You are not doing this properly. I don't know how this makeup is looking because like I said, it's starting to get a little dark and I am doing my makeup in front of the window. It looks super bright, but yeah, it's actually not. I guess my camera is actually doing the heavy lifting right here. But I have been so cold, and I don't know why. Why didn't I bring a fleece? Why didn't I bring a single knitted item? Nobody knows. It is one of the mysteries of our time. It's absolutely mystifying. So I have been cold. Basically, that's been the thing. Yesterday it was warm. Today it's been raining. And tomorrow, I don't know. But also tomorrow, I am gonna be filming my new makeup releases, and that's gonna be the last thing I film until we leave for Sydney on Friday. I'm super excited to see Sydney too. I feel like seeing the opera house, seeing a kangaroo and a koala. I feel like I'm checking off the things you should be checking off, okay? Am I? I don't know. Okay, let's go in and see what I bought. First of all, I bought a sunscreen. This is the Nomad Cosmetics Broad Spectrum UVA and UVB Defense Skin Perfecting Sunscreen. Is SPF 50. So I did do, like I said, a shop with me and like a haul thing. So I will put that down below actually if you want to see the things that I bought that I will not be using today. Because I did get some stuff that I don't think I'll be able to use. I did buy some makeup items. And I think the main thing that we are going to be using is this Zoeva Velvet Love Eyeshadow Quad. It's a quad palette. And it's really cute, but it is kind of neutral. So I think this is going to be perfect for today. It is a nice, sturdy cardboard packaging, which I love. I got the color Purple Haze Eyes. I don't know, is that really the color I got? Not 100% sure, but it looks like this. Can you tell? It's like a mauvey purpley kind of a thing. You know what, listen, I will take one for the team. I will show you some swatches of this one. Won't do them now, but I will do some. And honestly, I don't know, it's YouTube 2015, it's back. Doesn't this look super cute? So we're going to be using this one. So there's a matte, and then there is two metallics, and one that's almost like a super smooth, a little bit sparkly metallic. And I also got a blush. This is the one we're going to use now. This is in Pleasure. This is also from Zoeva. I'm so thrilled to be seeing a Zoeva counter. I have not seen a Zoeva counter. This is what it looks like. Since Zoeva used to be in Sephora Sweden actually. When Sephora came to Sweden, which was quite some time ago, I didn't visit Sephora in Sweden in the very beginning. Just picking this up. This is supposed to be like a little glowy. I didn't visit it in the very beginning simply because it was only in Stockholm and I didn't go there all the time. I didn't live in Stockholm. Okay, this is very light. Let me change to a brush that's a little bit more dense maybe. Hello? Like, look, I have a lot of product on here now. There is absolutely nothing on my cheek. Nothing. Absolutely not a single thing. I mean, there's something here, but it's like my skin tone. This was the shimmery one, but this was just too light for me. Am I gonna go in with a cinch blush instead, or did I bring another blush also that I can maybe use? Maybe I didn't. Okay, so screw that. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Riveting Rhubarb, which is the pink one, and I'm just gonna see if I can just get a little bit of actually pink on top, because that was like nothing. And I mean, Riveting Rhubarb is not, you can see there's something going on here. This is not like a super dark blush on me either, but at least it's not my skin tone. Okay, I think this will be better, like a little pink. That was weird, because it was like nothing. Wasn't that weird? But now we have something going on at least. That was, oh my god, is the eyeshadow gonna be the same? I also did get a lip pencil, but I got 2 lip pencils. I got this one from Australis, but maybe we will do the lip pencil from Sueva and we'll just see. Well, again, taking one for the team. Let's see how the Sueva one is. I got it in the shade. I got 2 lip pencils because I love a light lip pencil. And they're pretty similar in tone. So this one is in Zoe. So let's try this one out. It is one of those sharpenables that you sharpen yourself. I think together they made a good... it's a little bit more of a mauve nude. This is a little bit more creamy than I usually go for. But I actually really like it because even though it is very creamy and even though it is very pigmented, it's not one of those where you draw a line and it becomes thick and goopy on the lips and like it just wears down instantly. Actually a really nice color, especially since I'm doing a little bit of it. Am I doing pink cheeks, pink lips, and pink eyes? Am I okay? I feel like it's getting darker and darker by the second. This is fine. Everything's fine. Everyone is fine. Everyone's fine. I'm gonna do a little bit of my red lip oil by Clarins. Oh, itchy. Because it can't be too pink. I don't even think I brought a pink lippy actually. So that's not happening. Love this. Oh. Smells so good. Feels so good. Oh, big fan. Okay, let's get into this quant. Now I'm like nervous. I want to look cute today. I think I'm gonna use, don't think I'm gonna use the gold. I think I'm gonna use these like pinky shades. So let's start with the matte shadow. Ooh, what kind of a brush am I looking for? This one, but like less green in it. If this turns out ugly, I will fix it with some other eyeshadow. Okay. That's actually pretty decent. I like a little bit of a purple leaning neutral every now and then. It brings out the green in my eyes. There is some fog out here, but I did really pack on my brush. I think that's on me, honestly. I'm gonna blend it out here a little bit. Not bad. You know what? Not bad. That's pretty nice. Okay, maybe I should be like, someone should always be on. Like, I need someone behind me at all times to be like, babe, tap off your brush. Tap off your brush, it's too much. But I think that that's pretty good. It's looking so much lighter in the camera. Like, I don't mean this, I mean me. I look so much lighter than what it actually is here. It is so dark that I don't even see myself doing makeup anymore. This will be interesting to edit because like I don't even know what's going on anymore. Where am I? I think this is looking pretty decent, right? Let me see if we can do something under my eyes too. I think I'm gonna go all the way in under my eyes. By the way, let me show you what I found when I was packing. Look at this mini Fix Plus. Oh, it's so cute. It's so cute. Let's see if we can spritz the shimmer. See how this is looking. Oh, okay. Am I in focus? Hello? I'm telling you, the darkness is coming for me. You know what? Not too shabby. Other than that, I have been absolutely still enthralled, obsessed with reading. I have been reading so many books. I am obsessed with reading again. I used to read so much. Like, I used to read all the time, every day, all the waking hours. And I had this long period where I was still reading, but not to the same point. But now I'm back into reading again. And I don't read as much as I did back then, but I still do read quite a lot, and it's just been so fun to be so like invested in something again. And every time you get into something and you get like super invested, there's always like something has to give. And for me, what I have been sacrificing is my gaming. Instead of gaming, I have been reading. This is the light pink shade. And I have been reading a lot of books, and it's been so fun. And I've been so enjoying, I'm putting a little bit here, but I might do a little matte as well. I've been so enjoying my Kindle. I didn't think I was gonna enjoy Kindle because I've always been the kind of person that wants to hold the book. But the Kindle does make it really easy when you are traveling, or when you just want to bring a book to like a bar or to lunch, because you can just bring out your Kindle from your handbag and just read a bit. And that's what I've been doing, and dang it, it's been so nice. I am reading now the what am I reading? Here is my Kindle. I am reading, can I see, like, how do I see? I'm reading the Ever Queen, which is the Everseas book 2, and I am just on page 103 of, oh, this one is only 438. Oh my god, she is a short one. But the first book ended on such a cliffhanger, so I was like, listen, gotta read the second one. So I'm reading the second one now, and I did bring a couple of actually paper books here as well, so I'm gonna be getting into reading those after I'm done with this. But Kindle has been so nice, and like I said, I do prefer to read on, let me see, I have a white here from NC Rain. I do prefer to read in like a paper book, but the Kindle has been, and I can't deny it, very convenient to just be able to like bring it with you. And on the flight, it was so convenient with the light up function. So yeah, it's definitely been nice for sure. But I have been downloading a lot of books on my Kindle because I do have Kindle Unlimited, so that I can read as much as I want. And it's been just it's been so fun, and I cannot wait. I've decided that I'm gonna do a September and October reading wrap up when I get back, and I think that that's gonna be probably one of the first like book, and I think that's gonna be one of the first like book related things that I will do on my channel, just talking about like book things. Because like I said, so far I'm on my 6th book right now for September, so I was thinking if I do it every 2 months, because some people literally read 12 books a month. I won't be able to do that because this isn't my job, and I also don't want it to be my job. I just want to do it for fun. But I thought, and I've been hearing that from you, that you have been like intrigued in hearing what I read and getting some recommendations of stuff that you could read. And I especially have been reading a lot of like romantasy, like fantasy that's like romance driven. And not all of it is created equal. There are some kind of questionable books out there, and I've been reading some really good ones, and then I've been reading some so-so ones. And I kind of want to just share if you are on the same journey like me, because I am the kind of person that if I fall in love with the genre, and there's been a lot of genres that I've fallen in love with that I've just read so much from, and if I ever fall in love with a genre, I tend to only want to read from that genre. And I come from reading fantasy, I come into reading romantasy, like romance fantasy. And I know a lot of people that read romance fantasy come from the chick lit and the romance, and I never really loved romance or chick lit. I don't like reading about this world. I don't like, I want to escape. So I come from it from maybe a little bit of a different angle from the people, I'm not doing this, like I'm not like other girls, but I have seen a lot of people that review and like romantasy that come from the angle of finding it through romance. And I also see some people that read fantasy and love fantasy that review romantasy but don't seem to like it. And in that aspect, I might be coming in from a different angle, because I do come from the fantasy genre and I'm reading romantasy and I'm quite enjoying it. So maybe I can help you find some good books to read. Oh, I'm getting closer because it is not much light left. I'm gonna put a little bit of gloss on. I think I'm done. Honestly, I look great. I think I look great. The makeup turned out pretty cute. I think overall everything is looking really nice. I put in some of my beauty spots. I think the eyeshadow is looking really good too. My makeup is just, yeah, it's just looking pretty, flattering. Am I gonna be a nice +1 at this dinner? I hope so. I hope so. And I'm not gonna be wearing my PJs. No. No. I will say, the Sueva lip pencil, really nice. The eyeshadow, really nice. For like being a little quad, I think this is nice. The blush, it's just, it's not highlighty enough to be a highlighter, and there's not enough color in there. It just ended up being like a luminous face powder. So it was definitely not for my skin tone. I was surprised at how it looked on my skin. And I am filming in natural daylight, and I also will say that the daylight is kind of not daylighting anymore, so I hope you were able to see what it looks like. I am trying to be a little bit more lax with some of my content and just allowing some of the content on my YouTube to just be this, just me on the go. It doesn't always have to be so organized. It doesn't always have to be like this full production. And I hope you enjoyed this video. It was just a quick get ready with me. Maybe you got ready together with me, and if you did, let me know down below. And I will see you soon again in a new video, which is probably gonna be something that's like pre-film that's coming up. And soon I'll be back again and I can film from my normal studio. But it has been fun to just, again, like, I am such a control freak, and it's been nice to just let go a little bit of the control and just be like, this is okay too. This is okay too. So again, I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you soon again. Bye.